Cory Smith.
So Enigma's character since season 1 has just changed so much. And I mean, we've seen him go from basically nothing to Gotham. How has that been for you as an actor?
It's been awesome. I can't. It's been so fun to have such an extreme evolution. I would probably be insanely bored working on a long TV show. Having to kind of do like a situational comedy thing where it's just like, oh, another zinger in the same kind of way. It's like it's a different human being. And it's been an absolute joy. And this year brings new challenges for him. A nice theme that's happened. It's been fun to latch onto is his issue with identity. We find another identity crisis this year in the way he thaws, his mind not quite thawing well, and his sort of mental deficiencies, and that being the thing to overcome, and saying like, who am I without my level of intelligence and wit and speed.
Does that mean we can expect a more stripped down version of the character, or a slower version of the character?
His intelligence is stunted, so yeah, he's going to struggle with getting ideas across. But he's a pretty prideful person, so he's a bit in denial of his abilities. So there's some potential for humor. Someone who thinks they can do something but cannot. I'm really excited about it.
So Gotham is all about alliances and who is, friends with who and who's got who's back. Who are we going to see Riddler possibly ally himself with?
Well, my storyline is going to cross paths with Solomon Grundy and Lee Tompkins this year.
Can you elaborate?
I don't really want to. It's a very exciting, unexpected choice that they've made. I love especially that I've allowed Ed to be extremely influenced by the company he keeps. Part of the fun of him having extreme evolution has been being influenced by those around him. The kind of like ruthlessness and toughness and directness that he took from being around Oswald may not work in this new arena that he's in. And so to be around a new character like Solomon Grundy, whose brute strength is incredible, but is an idiot. How do you navigate around this person and control them, and and then being around someone like a really dark Lee Tompkins, however she may be. We haven't gotten to those scenes, so I don't know how Morena is playing that. It's very exciting, and I've worked with Drew a lot. The few things I've done with Morena have always been super fun, and I'm particularly looking forward to that because I think she's an extraordinary actress.
Well, you play a character that has many times been portrayed almost farcically, and you don't portray it
almost.
I was being kind. You really don't portray it that way. Where do you draw your inspiration from for the Riddler?
The story. When they write an event, I try to make that event as significant as possible, and his response to it as significant as possible. And then the writers respond to that. I've allowed him physically to change a lot, and his behavior. As I said earlier, this is someone who has always struggled with identity, and I like that he is someone that is going kind of all over the place, and is adaptable and thinks how can I get what I need? When I started to, just a happy thing that happened to me, when I was hanging around Oswald, I'm watching what he's doing with people and what works. So Edward starts doing that. And on set, literally, I start making a decision to, like, when I'm scolding someone, drop your voice, be harder, be like Oswald. And the other characters would respond more. So it's like Cory as Edward learning, okay, that actually works, and people listen to me. It's an intelligent person's ability to, like, change their